When was the last time you held something from your childhood and really thought about what it meant? Because sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest pieces of us. One client told me the most secret emotional story I've ever heard in that salon chair. And after that day, I never looked at childhood toys the same again. There was this old ragged teddy bear, always sitting on her bed, perfectly placed, one eye, worn fur. She never talked about it, not even to her husband, and the silence, it started to break them. At first he laughed about it. He'd joke, "That thing stares at me while I sleep like it's plotting something." Or, "Are you sure it doesn't move when we're not looking?" He even once said, "I swear I saw its head turn last night, like some haunted movie prop." She'd smile, barely, but never answer, never moved it, never explained it. She kept it on their bed, not hidden in a closet, not boxed up in the attic, right there, every night. Just gently fluffed it every night like it was part of her ritual. And her husband hated it. Eventually, the jokes faded. And what was once playful started to feel like distance. But one night, he asked again. No teasing, no judgment. Just a simple, gentle, "Why do you still keep that?" She told me. She walked over to the bed, sat down and picked up the bear, held it like it might fall apart if she breathed too hard. And she whispered, "Because it's the reason I'm alive." He blinked, stared at her like she'd just spoken another language, and everything between them shifted. Some couples argue over money, chores, parenting, but sometimes it's the unspoken things that build the biggest walls. Her husband, David, had been holding it in for years. That bear drove him crazy. He didn't understand why it had to be on the bed, why she never explained. He even admitted to her later, "It made me feel like you trusted that old bear more than you trusted me." And deep down, he was hurt. Not because of the bear, but because she never let him in. He said, "I felt like there was a room inside you I wasn't allowed to enter." And that bear was the door, locked shut. She said he told her once, "It feels like you trust that bear more than you trust me." And honestly, he wasn't wrong, because she had never told him the truth. And Claire? She didn't mean to shut him out. She just didn't know how to open that door without falling apart. So she finally told him. When she was 6, her house caught fire in the middle of the night. Smoke everywhere. Her mom asleep. Her dad already gone for work. She couldn't move. But then she saw the bear, lying by the bedroom door. She ran to it, grabbed it, and that single motion saved her. She made it out just minutes before the floor gave in. Her mom didn't make it. And that bear, it became everything. Her protector, her reminder, her link to what was lost. And that's the part that wrecked me. That little bear wasn't just a childhood memory. It was the reason she was here at all. You ever hear something so real, so raw, that your body just reacts before your brain can? That's what happened to me. Claire sat there in my chair, voice shaking, eyes full. And when she finished the story, her husband didn't say a word. He walked over, picked up that old bear, held it like it was something sacred, and kissed the top of its little worn-out head. Then, gently, he looked at her and said, "Thank you for saving her." Tears were falling down my cheek, right there in the salon. And I thought, this is what makes us human. It made me think, we all have something like that, something we've carried through the years, not because it's useful, but because it holds something sacred. For me, it was a doll. She had beautiful long golden hair, until one day, I cut it all off. I don't even know why I did it, but my sister helped me, and we laughed the entire time. That day, sitting on the floor with scissors and giggles, that's the day we became best friends. And we've stayed that way ever since. So yeah, sometimes a toy isn't just a toy. Claire said, "I didn't want to bring the fire into our marriage, but keeping it out just made everything colder." That night, David didn't get mad. He didn't interrupt. He just listened. And from that moment on, everything changed. She told me, "That secret almost ruined our marriage, but once I shared it, we became stronger than we ever were before." And maybe that's what love really is. Not perfect communication, but courageous connection, letting someone see the scar behind the thing you won't let go of. That bear, it wasn't clutter. It was a survival story in disguise. And now I'm wondering, what's the thing you've kept all these years? The thing no one else might understand, but you know exactly why it matters. A stuffed animal, a letter, a keychain, or maybe just a moment, frozen in your heart. Whatever it is, don't feel silly for holding on, because sometimes the smallest things are the ones that saved us. And if you're holding on to something like that, have the courage to share it with us in the comments. We truly love to hear your story. This was another real salon story, straight from Lucy. If you love the chaos, the heart, and the lessons, don't forget to subscribe and come back for more.